everyone, welcome back to Friday Night Magic with Karusamon. This week we are playing with the Mono Blue Aggro deck that has been taking Standard over by storm over the last year or so. It's gotten better with the addition of Terramander, so let's check out the deck list here and see what we're working with. So our creature suite, we got 3 Mistcloaked Heralds, 4 Terramander, 4 Siren Storm Tamers, 4 Merfolk Tricksters, and 4 Tempest Gens. Then we have some ways to protect our creatures in the form of Dive Down, and Wizard Retort, and Spell Pierce. And then we can get a little bit of card advantage going with our Curious Obsession and Opt. Curious Obsession is actually what makes the deck go. One of the things that frustrates me so much about this deck when playing against it is they always have a 1-drop, and they always have Curious Obsession on turn 2, with some form of 1-mana protection in the form of Dive Down or Spell Pierce to protect it. When I play with the deck, I never have those kind of draws. So let's see what we're actually working with here in our sideboard. We got 2 Fairy Duelists, 3 Negates, 1 Search Rascanta, 3 Surge Mare, 2 Deep Freeze, 2 Exclusion Mage, and 2 Entrancing Melodies. Now, getting back to my frustration with this deck, it doesn't seem to play out as smoothly when I play it against other people as when they play it against me, but it is one of the top tier decks in the format right now, so let's sleeve it up and see how we do in a constructed match. Alright, so we're on the play. We have a couple of 1-drops here, 4 lands, which is a lot considering we only play 19, and a Merfolk Trickster. So we have a couple of 1-drops and a 2-drop, but no way to protect him or to gain card advantage. I don't know if we should mulligan this hand. We're in the blind. We don't really know what we're up against. But considering we're on the play, I think I'm going to keep it. Alright, so we'll play a Mountain and lead off with a Herald. Alright, so either Esper Control or the blue-white aggro deck. I'm going to play a Terramander here. So we'll attack for 2. I'm going to go with a Gen here. So even if they end up being something like Jeskai Control and they play a Clarion, our Tempest Gen is going to live through that. Alright, so let's get in there for 6. I'm going to cast Chart a Course here to draw some cards, and I'm going to hold back the other 2 Terramanders for a Merfolk Trickster. We'll see what they do on this turn. Alright, so I'm assuming they're probably holding up something like a Settle the Wreckage here. So I am just going to attack with this Gen. And then pass the turn. Okay, sure. We'll flash in a Merfolk Trickster here. I don't think there's any reason to play any Terramanders at the moment. So it does look like it is Esper Control. They were missing black mana. Maybe for some spot removal. so I am going to cast Merfolk Trickster here. I will take that action. We'll play our land for the turn. And we'll cast one of our Terramanders. Right now we are sitting at 2 things in our graveyard, so this is a 1 in 5. Alright, so they couldn't find any more answers to our single threats. Okay, so we are on the draw, and it is control, so we definitely want our negates here. I think we're going to want this Search for Azcanta to keep up with the card advantage and to kind of filter our draws later on. I'm not really sure if we want to board anything else in. So I am going to take out our Essence Capture, 1 Opt, and 1 Wizard's Retort. Alright, we are on the draw. I don't have any 1-drops, but I do have a couple of Tricksters here and a Dive Down to protect it. So I am going to keep, and we'll play kind of more of an instant speed game with them. I'm not really sure what's going on, why they were hung up there. Alright, I'll play a land and pass. Again, we're going to play on their turn. If they want to tap out on their turn for things, that's fun. Alright, there's a chart, of course. Alright. Go to the end of their turn and flash in a Trickster. And a Curious Possession was a great draw there. We will take that action, another Dive Down. A Storm Tamer would be really good to protect us from, like, Settle the Wreckage. Sure. We will Dive Down. All right. And here you can see kind of the power of the deck. Just land a threat with a Curious Obsession and just try to protect it as long as you can. Alright, chart of course. Alright, so our opponent has decided that they can't beat this with all of our protection that they think we have in our hand. Alright, so a very quick video this week. You saw how the deck works. You basically land a threat, pants it up with Curious Obsession, and then protect the hell out of it for as long as you can. You can go wide if you have enough 1-drops at your disposal, but it really works best with one guy, Curious Obsession, and just protect, 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 protect. You can also win kind of out of nowhere with the Tempest Gen. You get them down low enough, and then all of a sudden play a Tempest Gen, protect it for a turn, and then swing in for lethal over the top. So our controlled opponent there, they were not able to keep up, casting a dive down on their seal away, when they use their seal away to try to target our guy away, was probably the game for them. They couldn't answer it after that, and they knew that the card advantage that we had already gained up to that point was probably putting them in a spot where none of their removal, mass removal, or anything like that was going to make it through once they reach turns 4 and 5 for things like Settle the Wreckage and Cleansing Nova. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the video this week, even though it was short. And if you sleeve up the Mono Blue Aggro deck, let me know how it does in the comments below. And if you liked what you saw, hit like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us.